So my name is Xia Hua. I'm a senior lecturer at the Mathematical Science Institute at Australian National University. So I'm a mathematical biologist, which means I use mathematics to solve problems in biology. I was born and grew up in China, and I was actually taught in a very traditional Chinese way. As Chinese, we were taught not to stand out, to be modest, which is in contrast to the Western culture, because being able to sell yourself is one of the key skills that you have to develop your career. I always know that I love science. I'll become a scientist one day. I know that for sure. I hate math throughout my high school, and the reason is just because the math was taught in such a boring way. They didn't actually tell you why mathematics is useful. And I tried to solve these frog evolution problems for my PhD thesis, and I just realized I couldn't solve it without using mathematics, because we can abstract the concepts in the biology, picking out the factor that we can model as numbers in equations, and so that we can just control those factors on papers. And it didn't really matter how long evolution will take. For us, it's just a parameter, and that is time in the equation. STEM is actually a very rewarding area. For example, my recent collaborative study on language evolution, we using mathematics to model the change in Indigenous language. Our study just raised such a great social attention to the importance of multilingual education to keep our Indigenous language strong. There are actually more aspects of diversity than gender or cultural differences. For example, me, as a female scientist with Chinese background, working in a highly interdisciplinary area, oftentimes people say, "Oh, Xia, you are a female, you are a non-Western background, it must be so hard for you to stay in STEM." I think interdisciplinary research is another bigger but often ignored issue in diversity. It's a diversity issue because you need to respect the researchers with different approach to solve problems. People here are all very collaborative. They are all very open-minded. You don't get stuck in one area forever. You talk to people in different disciplines, learn from them, and help them with their research too. And this way, it can bring innovations to both disciplines. So good mentorship is very important. And it's not just about you sitting here waiting for a good mentor to find you. You need to be aware of the opportunities of the people around you. And once you find the opportunity, you need to get yourself ready to grab the opportunities. So I think it's not just about ANU, it's actually most Australian universities. They have one of the world's best parental leave policy. So I chose half a full year, which means I can just finish all the breastfeeding period before I come to work, which would save lots of time and efforts for me. And the other thing is that all the research school at ANU, we target at 50-50 female and male ratio in the candidates of any job positions. And also research school like Mathematical Science Institute will even offer female-only position and female-only fellowships. That, I think, helps a lot to keep gender balance in STEM. Knowing your limits is not a bad thing, because if you know your limits, you know where to improve. Never let whatever factor that makes you underrepresented the reason for you to give up improving yourself.